What happens if you break an NDA? Is it like you just get heavy fines? It depends on what's in the NDA. It depends on what the NDA is about. A lot of the time they can seek damages, right? Maybe the stuff that you say that was covered, maybe it was proprietary information that this company had made something and it was their big secret, and knowledge of this is containing all of the edge that they have in their market. And if other people find out about this thing, now they've cracked the code. Now that company loses all of their edge, right? Edge just being advantage that they have over other people in the same industry because they have better technology or they have some better knowledge or a better method, right? And just going and talking about that and telling everyone about it ruins all the work that they put in to be the first people to really understand this thing or have, you know, that edge. So the penalty will usually be really huge for that, depending on what it is. The ones about proprietary tech have giga penalties. Yeah. When it's proprietary information, it's pretty bad. But when it's technology, no, you're done. You're done. Yeah, and if you break NDA, you get blacklisted. It's true. Yep. NDAs are a good thing that you should have to protect yourself, depending on what you're doing, if I'm being honest. Is NDA like a very USA type tactic? I wouldn't call it a tactic. You're making it sound like it's nefarious or bad. It is a legal thing that exists everywhere. This is not USA specific. It's used very heavily globally. But they're really important because when you have a big company, it's very hard to control information. Even in small groups, it's hard to control information. For example, if I have an artist working on a new model for me, a new model, a new outfit, everything, they end up under NDA, which means that they can't, usually it depends on the specific one, but I'll tell them, hey, you cannot go around and be showing the progress on this to people that I have not approved. You can't be sitting there working on my new model and go to your friend and be like, oh, I'm working on this for her, and start showing them pictures of it and leaking like everything to them, right? You can't do that. And same thing, they cannot leak it publicly. Like if I didn't say they could, then they can't work on it on stream and show people. Not sure that I would actually do this, but like it would give me the legal grounds to if they just showed it on their stream randomly and were like, hey chat, check it out. Here's her new model that she hasn't shown. And they started showing it. I could then seek damages or something, right? Because genuinely, if that all gets leaked, you know, and it's like months out, it's not even done, and everyone just knows what it looks like already, that's a huge amount of marketing I lose, and it legitimately ends up in losses, right? I'm just using myself as an example. But yeah, NDAs for stuff like that are important to keep your own protected, because if I didn't have an NDA with an artist and then they go start showing all of their friends and their friends start showing other people, they screenshot and they're like, oh look, and everyone knows what it looks like, and then I find out randomly like a bunch of people on the internet just know, what could I even do? If I didn't have that person sign the NDA, I just have to be like, well, they screwed me over. And then what? I make it twid longer? So stuff like that, you know, is bad. Has that ever happened for any VTubers? Oh, absolutely. I have had several people, I will never say who or anything like that, just show me things. I'm working on this for this person. And I always ask the question, did they tell you that you're allowed to show people this? Did they say you can do that? And then sometimes they go, and I go, yeah, don't show me that. I hope you didn't show anyone that. I hope you don't show anyone else that. I hope you don't tell me any more information. You shouldn't even tell me that you're working on this. And I just try to, you know, say that, because even if that's someone that I like, that I think is great, I'm still going to be like, don't do this, buddy. Right? Like, you know. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I know from people talking that I shouldn't know about other people, about how some things work, because people are just, you know, some of them are really good at keeping information close to themselves, some are really bad at it. And yeah, that's the other thing too. So if that person's under NDA and they break it and they tell me I'm not under NDA with whatever situation that is, so I can spread it with no consequence. And that's why it's so important that a person who has signed an NDA follow it, because you know, that those people that are like the second and third people that find out about stuff, just they have nothing legally holding them down to that info. However they obtained it, and it's not their fault, right? So it gets a little messy. That's why you tell everyone a slightly different story, tracing. Oh, dude, I've had some back end things happen where at some point I have been unsure of who's telling people XYZ things. Another friend is like, oh, someone's telling everyone this thing and I don't know how it leaked. And I was like, hey, it's really simple. Everyone you talk to about it, you give them one different factoid. And then whatever story spreads, you know who said it. There have been times where someone has seen like random like Twitter accounts that have no following, nothing, clearly like alt accounts, say some random in some replies, and they're like, how did this account know this? Who is this? If you just told them something specific, you'd know exactly who it is, right? And we've found some sources of leaks and things of like, you know, a billion things that way. There's some people that I just, you know, have like quietly stopped stalking to and never told them why, and it's because of that. Straight up. It's because of that, because we traced something and I'm like, okay, well, can't tell this person. And it's not too hard to do that. It's not too hard to like drop little different bits of info. You know what we do with leakers. I just stopped talking to them. There's some people that I really like, but I know I can't tell them anything important like that. So I'll still talk to them, of course, because they're nice, but I won't tell them what I'm working on. I won't show them something that I'm doing. I won't tell them anything that I don't want just getting out, because I know who talks, right? But you can still be friends with these people and enjoy them, because a lot of the time when this stuff happens, they're not being malicious about it. This is how information spreads. Person with the info where the source person says a thing to their friend, to friend A. I trust you, I'm telling you this. Okay. Friend A has very close friend B that they're super close with. They say this to friend B. I trust you, I know you won't tell anyone this. Friend B has super close friend C. This is my close friend. I know they're not going to tell anyone. They tell friend C. It's always like that. It's well-intentioned, and they truly have tricked themselves into thinking that this won't get anywhere, but it does. It does. You know, it really does. It really does. So if someone says, don't tell anyone this, I legitimately won't tell anyone. I won't go to my other closer friend and be like, hey, guess what? I won't do that, because I know I don't want people to do that to me. Right? So you gotta be careful, man. I think like 9 times out of 10, it's not malicious at all. People just talk. They just talk. They don't mean to. They don't mean to be the source of that ever, but they do. Yeah, some people that just have a big mouth. It's exactly. They really don't. They're not trying to do anything bad with it. They're not. So at the end of the day, when I'm working on something new or whatever, I tell or I show 3 people at most. I'm working on one project right now I've told no one about. No one at all. Not my own members. Nothing. Only one person sits there and talks to me about it. 2, actually. It is my manager and then one person that's working on it with me. That's it. Done. And you know, it'll get shown eventually. So like, people need to know early. Spill Maze 2.0 leaks. I've had those in my DMs for months, baby. She shows me everything. I give advice too. She'll be like, I'm working on this thing. I want to make this work like this, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, I think you should do it this way. I show her everything. She's one of the people that I will say I am comfortable, so long as I'm not under NDA, telling her literally anything. May won't tell anyone. No leaks. And that's one of the reasons why I've been able to keep her as such a close friend for so long, honestly, because the number of people that leak is too damn high. And again, they don't mean to, so it doesn't make me hate them, but it just means that I can't tell them everything. I've never had to worry about that, ever.